You've tried dieting. You've tried exercising. But you still can't lose those last 20 pounds. Don't give up.
Huh?
You can start looking thinner today just by calling Comparathin. Comparathin will send specially trained weight counselors wherever you are to make you look and feel thinner instantly. Comparathin will make you comparatively healthier. Comparatively more attractive. And comparatively sexier. So call Comparathin and go from this to this. Comparathin. From the people who brought you Comparison.
Welcome to NBC's Last Call tonight.
That's my boy. It was so exciting.
Hello, America.
Everything's all right.
It's an amazing experience.
From NBC Studios in New York City, it's Last Call with Carson Daly. Tonight on the show, Craig Bierko, documentary filmmaker Ken Burns, and the music of the Pierces, plus house band Warren Haynes and Friends. And now, here's your host, Carson Daly.
Carson Daly, it's Last Call. How about a nice round of applause for our house band, who will explain here in a minute, especially if you were watching the last couple of nights. It's Warren Haynes and Friends right over there. Now, Warren, explain what's going on, because for the 18 or 25 people that have been watching this program the last couple of nights, it's been you playing Government Mule, and so does Matt, the drummer.
Yeah.
But tonight we're doing something a little bit different. You have enlisted the help of some friends.
Well, we have some friends in town. Obviously, Matt Epps from Government Mule. This is Dave Schools from Widespread Panic.
Yes.
And this is our friend Skerik from a Seattle band called Critters Buggin'.
Yeah, he looks crazy.
Hence the name Critters Buggin', I believe.
Yes, you don't have a name like Critters Buggin' unless, well, you've done some time at least somewhere.
Show him the shirt.
What does it say?
Dead Kenny G's.
The Dead Kenny G's.
Yes. Yeah, you're nuts. It's official. Well, it's good to have you guys, and you're going to be back. This will be the group, our house band, all next week.
Yeah, and then Government
awesome.
Mule will be back again.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. So, Warren Haynes and Friends of Government Mule back tomorrow night. We have a fantastic show tonight. We have one of the best filmmakers of our time who has done some great documentary work on baseball, the Civil War, did a great one on jazz, and I just saw the latest on Jack Johnson, not the singer, the legendary boxer from the turn of the century in the early 1900s. It's an incredible movie, and the filmmaker's here. Ken Burns is on the show tonight. Looking forward to talking to him. And the music tonight, two sisters from Alabama, and I've been listening to their music, and I've been reading a lot about them, and I've never seen them live, so when you have a TV show, you just book them. So we did. And they said yes. They're based out of New York now, making their TV debut. The Pierces are here, which we're very excited about. Our first guest was nominated for a Tony for his role on Broadway in The Music Man. Now you can catch him with Jason Biggs and Molly Ringwald in Modern Orthodox. He'll come out right over there. When he does, applause. Craig Bierko. Craig, come on out.
Everybody.
L'chaim.
L'chaim, yes.
How are you?
Hashem.
What's going on, buddy?
Not a lot. Thank you for telling everybody to applaud. That's my level of fame.
Well, before the show starts, I come out here and I say a few things, and I make them applaud for me, too. So
you have to go, like, just literally go, like, bang parts of your body together for this person.
Make noise for this guest.
Yeah. Well,
but you're used to that thundering applause everywhere you go.
I applaud for myself almost everywhere I go. I can't shop. That's my level of fame. I can't go to a mall because I can't get anything done because I have to stop everybody and explain how famous I am.
Yes.
And I can't get anything done.
You know, it's funny, because when I saw you at the Tony Danza show, I had rushed right into the makeup room, and Craig was also a guest on, and I just sort of ran into you, and I was looking, I was like, I know this guy, and I knew you were booked on the show, and I just didn't put it all together right then and there. And I don't know what I said. You probably something stupid.
Yeah, no, it wasn't stupid. You didn't say anything.
Yeah, I didn't. Did
you
I?
said you said what I said. Well, we're both large men with very large eyes. We have saucer-like large eyes.
Yes.
And we both stood up
Speak
and we all
for
like
yourself,
that.
buddy.
No, hey, don't you? Doesn't he have large eyes? Large eyes, everybody. Large eyes. Big features. I mean, wow, you know, they're like human heads. Your eyes are the size of human heads.
They are big,
so
aren't they? Great, it's something else to be weirded about when I wake up.
Don't. But we both sort of like, we were done at our respective makeup stations, and we turned around, and it was two large men who were taken aback by each other's size and enormous features.
It was awkward and gay at the same time.
It was, slightly.
I had a great time on Danza, by the way. I think he's doing a fantastic
He's
job.
really good.
He really, and
Tony Danza.
He really looks fantastic. He looks great.
He is really good. He's exactly adorable, that guy.
Yeah.
You look at him,
he's the exact same from the show, too.
Yes, he does look exactly the same. It's absolutely terrifying.
He has not changed at all.
But the thing about because I've been boxing this last year, and I know that he's a boxer and a very good one. And he's adorable, and he's nice, and he's great, and he's a wonderful, warm host. But then there's also that little piece where you realize he could kill me any minute. He could unhinge his jaw and bite my head off anytime he wanted.
And also reading about you today, I thought, well, I had met Craig at Danza, and well, it didn't go swimmingly, but maybe it'll be better on the late night show. And then I read that you're not into sports like at all. You're not really into popular music. And I thought, well, boy, this is going to be a tough 7 minutes with Craig.
Yeah, it's exactly the guy you shouldn't be interviewing.
You don't like sports?
I'm the ultimate challenge. I'm what your life has been leading up to.
Yeah, well, let's go.
Can you do this?
Let's go. Well, we just ate up 4 minutes looking at my big eyes, so I think we're all right. Now, seriously, you don't like sports?
I was never a sports fan. I tried as hard as I could. I went to summer camp with training elite athletes, you know, for 7 years, and I just hated it. I never learned the rules.
Right.
I just wandered. I would get lost and wander around. And
that's all they do. Summer camp is huge here in the East.
Yeah, I was up in camp in Maine, and it was like a Stalag. It really was. It was like a genuine, awful place you don't want to go in World War II. That's about how much fun it felt for me.
Wow.
And then sports for me, when I watch them, and I really have tried, and all of my friends growing up were major sports fans. But sports for me is sitting in a room talking with a bunch of guys, and then for a reason that I'll never know, everyone starts screaming at the top of their lungs, and it terrifies me.
Wow, really? You're not into that?
It's terrified.
That's called a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
And
did that hurt you with the girls? They think that's a little weird, a little femme, that you're just not into sports at all?
Well, yeah, I was kind of hoping for the sensitive guy we can talk to, but no, they really do want a guy swinging in through the skylights. I'm figuring that out.
Right,
to be the tough guy.
The play is modern Orthodox. We had Jason Biggs is in this.
He's wonderful in the play.
Jason Biggs, not Jewish.
No.
Who in the cast is Jewish?
I'm the only Jewish person in the cast.
And again, it's just modern Orthodox, a sect of Judaism, right?
Yes, it's your hardcore, the guys you see with the the payas and the black hats, the secret agent. I used to call them the secret agent Jewish people, and then my father would slap me and I would sleep for a week.
Right.
It's a play about interfaith communication and prejudice within a faith, which is a really fascinating topic. I mean, it was not something that I even knew existed. And we get, of course, Jewish people who come to see the play, and when it's not the Sabbath, when it's not Shabbos, Can
you tell when you're on stage?
Yeah, when it's primarily Jewish people in the audience, it's like we're screening Shaft in Harlem. They go crazy. They go crazy.
They get every little one.
If I don't get half of the word tzedakah out, and they're like tzedakah, Jerry tzedakah, and then the Catholic members
what
of the
happens?
crowd. When it is Shabbos and we get the Kennersons and the Conways, it's like we're playing to a painting of the Pope. They enjoy it, but they're like, why? They turn the lights out on purpose the whole day.
Right.
Why would people do that? I don't understand. And
Congratulations. I've heard nothing but good things
It's a wonderful
about it.
play. And Jason and Molly are wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to hang out? I mean, you can go, because Ken Burns, the filmmaker, he, see you later, Craig. He made a movie about boxing, but you seem to be into boxing.
I love, that is
And
a
Jack
sport that I
Johnson.
actually love.
All right,
Yeah.
so you'll understand what we're saying.
And I saw it. It's wonderful. Have you seen it?
Oh, you saw it? Wow.
Oh, God, it's
Well, we'll
fantastic.
interview him together.
Well, that'll be fun for
All right,
him.
that'll
Sure.
be fun. At 2 a.m., there's not much better, right? Craig Bierko's going to hang out. We'll be right back with Ken Burns right over there. Go ahead, Warren. Hit it, baby.
If you're going to be in New York City and would like tickets for Last Call with Carson Daly, visit oneiota.com and click the Last Call event link. Or call us at 1-888-4LC-TIX.
Only Alka-Seltzer is instantly ready to break up and dissolve away the full feeling of indigestion and pain.
How about a rematch?
Break it up with Alka-Seltzer.
Introducing Gillette M3 Power. Turn on Gillette's first battery-powered shaving system. Micropulses raise the hair so you shave closer. Feel the power of the world's best shave. M3 Power from Gillette.
All right, let's knock it out.
Yep.
Make sure you get that corner. Hey, ice cold Bud Lights and McKinney's.
We could finish this tomorrow, you know. Yeah. Job well done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now that's freaky.
Fresh, smooth, real Bud Light. It's all here.
Tulsa's one and only bridal fair is Saturday, February 5th at the ORU Mabee Center. Brides who have not registered for bridal fair can register at the door. Brides and grooms will be admitted free. Guests are $7 each. Show times are at 10 and again at 2. Bridal Fair features a fabulous fashion show, bridal experts, informative displays, and lots of great ideas. Bring your questions and bring your dreams, because Bridal Fair only happens one day out of the year. Don't miss it, Saturday, February 5th.
Haynes and friends, Craig Bierko's hanging out. Our next guest is an award-winning documentary filmmaker. His latest project is called Unforgivable Blackness, The Rise and Fall of Jack Johnson. It's incredible. Here he is, Ken Burns. Ken, come on out. How are you? Thank you very much for being here. Again, great to have you here. You're an incredible filmmaker, and I want to spend all of our time talking about this particular story and Jack Johnson, and maybe you can explain. There's just so many different things that you could possibly be working on. What was it about Jack Johnson in particular?
It's just the intersection of the most incredible themes I've ever come across. It's about this incredible personality, about race, about sex, about freedom, about athletic accomplishment, all in one life. This is the guy who's the first African-American heavyweight championship and the person for whom the phrase Great White Hope was invented. Right. They had to find somebody to beat him.
I was watching this, and Craig, I know you've seen it. I was embarrassed to say I didn't know anything about Jack Johnson. You know, like Satchel Paige or some of these other names that come along. I was thinking, this is the type of thing that they should show in school, because I was bored, well, through all of school, but I thought if they would just show this sort of thing, because it talks about history, it talks about the Jim Crow era, and it says so much, but sort of through this cool topic of boxing.
That's exactly right. He's the original player. This is 50 years before Muhammad Ali. This guy has got the bling bling and the fast cars and the fancy, you know, cribs and all of this stuff and the entourage and white women. And this is before Muhammad Ali. It's an amazing story.
How tough, given just at the turn of the century there, was it for an African American trying to achieve what Jack was trying to achieve. And this was a guy who was hitting the railroads, going from city to city, beating black guys, white guys, trying to get to the heavyweight champion, who was Jim Jeffries at the time, really, who ended up retiring. And that's where your movie sort of culminates to some degree at the battle of the century.
It is an amazing time. I mean, this is the worst period for African Americans in our history. And this guy is deciding to, what, live his life the way he wanted to. He's beating white people in the ring. He's marrying and going out with white women. And he is taking on the best boxer of the age, a guy who retired undefeated rather than face Jack Johnson, who's come out of retirement to be the great white hope, and he demolishes him. And this is an age not just when more African Americans are being lynched. It's when the real victims are just ordinary people, and newspapers like the New York Times and the Los Angeles Times are saying the most unbelievable racist things you could possibly imagine.
It was unbelievable to read that stuff.
When the Los Angeles Times prints an editorial, a word to the black man: do not puff your head too high, do not puff your chest too out, you're the same low member of society you always were.
That from the paper.
From the Los Angeles Times, the New York Times referred to him as an animal. This is not just the, you know, the Ku Klux Klan corner or, you know, the racist South. This is all across America, and yet this guy is striding through life as if he owns it. I mean, he is just one of the greatest characters you could possibly understand.
So great of you to bring this guy to life through this film for people to, and I urge people to go watch it. It aired on PBS. It'll probably re-air, but pick up the DVD and watch it because it's so well done. How long does it take you to do like this particular documentary?
This was about 3.5, 4 years. We've been talking about it and arguing about it for a really long time. But the great thing is that the boxing was the pay-per-view of its time, and so there's lots of footage of him in these fights, and there'd be people yelling racial insults at him, and he'd be smiling and giving as good as he got. He'd be boxing with somebody, he'd lean over his shoulder and make a joke at somebody who was hurling an insult at him. I mean, he is, of all the people I've studied, in all of the films I've made, he is the most modern. He's the one guy you could pick up from his time and drop him here on your couch, and he would be as cool as a cucumber.
When he started winning, Jack, he would go out and buy gold caps and he'd buy fronts, which, like we were talking, he looked like Baby from Cash Money as a sign of status. And he was rolling in the cars and stuff.
This is 50 years before Muhammad Ali. In 1910, when you can get lynched for looking sideways at a white woman, and you're expected to cross to the other side. And he married 3 of them.
Racism eventually caught up with Jack, though, towards the end.
Yeah, when we couldn't beat him, we, the white power structure, couldn't beat him in the ring, they went after him for his private life, and they took this old law that was intended to just regulate commercialized vice.
The Mann Act.
The Mann Act, and applied it against an individual illegally and unconstitutionally for the very first time, which has prompted us now, in our outrage over the racism of the period, to go out and try to seek a presidential pardon.
Jack eventually was killed in a car crash in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Right.
He did a year and a day in prison for just some BS stuff. The Mann Act, they used this sect of the law to screw him. And now this many years later, yourself, and if I can jump on board, I'd like to, and you're trying to get this presidential pardon.
Please, everybody should jump on board.
Where does it stand today?
Senator McCain and Senator Kennedy and Senator Orrin Hatch, the whole political spectrum, helped get passed a sense of the Senate resolution urging the president, who's the only person who can do this, to pardon Jack Johnson. As governor of Texas, George Bush, for 5 consecutive years, 96 through 2000, issued a Jack Johnson Day proclamation on his birthday, March 31st. And I thought no more March 31st should go by in this nation where this boxer, who may be the greatest of all times, and there's argument about it, Muhammad Ali certainly got all of his defensive skills and style from Jack Johnson. He got his brash public persona from Jack Johnson, and
Muhammad Ali had nothing on Jack Johnson as I saw it. I mean, certainly there was more of a global thing going on, but given the times, given 1910, given the battle of the century, what this one fight, when you watch this movie, between the white guy and the black guy, what that fight symbolized in culture at the time, and even the Europeans knew about the fight.
Exactly.
In 1910, way more weight was held on Jack Johnson than Muhammad Ali.
He was the most famous African-American on earth at the time, and it just seems like his birthday shouldn't pass without him being pardoned. It's
an incredible movie, and I mean, and you do incredible work. So I urge people to go watch it. And thank you for being here. Quickly, what are you working on now?
We're in the middle of this huge story of the American experience in the Second World War, told through the eyes of folks from 4 geographically distributed towns, and it is as exciting a project as we've ever worked on.
I think by and large, movies that come out today are just sort of crappy. And I've just enjoyed watching, you know, your work and documentaries. I think it's a good time to do what you do.
Well, you know, the word history is mostly made up of the word story, and for most of us in school, it was just deadly because people forgot to tell stories. When you tell stories, it doesn't matter whether it's a feature film, television show, a documentary, whatever.
And trust me, you do not have to like boxing to enjoy this movie.
Oh, no, in fact, I am not a boxing fan. I did this because this guy is so cool and so interesting and so symbolic of the whole history of freedom in America. I mean, it's all intersects in this one life, and he's an unbelievable character. You'd want to know him.
Right.
He just has a joie
This will be a
de
major
vivre.
motion picture at some point.
Oh,
right?
Most definitely.
Right. All right, good. You should check your local listings for the encore presentation of Unforgivable Blackness on PBS, or pick up the DVD. Ken Burns, thank you very much for being here.
pleasure.
Craig Bierko, you should watch Modern Orthodox with Dodger Stages. We'll be right back with the Pierces right after this.
Hi, I'm Paris Hilton, and I'm hosting SNL this week with musical guest Keen.
Paris, between the two of us, Nicole Richie looks terrible.
No, this is my dog.
You can say that again.
Before Jason. Before Freddy. One man haunted your dreams. He is the reason.
What was that?
You're afraid of the dark.
It's back.
Boogeyman. Rated PG-13. Opens everywhere tomorrow.
Wind me up, put me down, stop me up and watch me go. Kicking this cat along the avenue, but I'm alright. 'Cause it's easy once you know how it's done. You keep it running through your bones, and you jerk it out.
Golfers, get ready. You won't want to miss the South Central Golf Expo, February 4th, 5th, and 6th. Huge golf discounts, hourly seminar, door prizes, and celebrity guests. Putt for $10,000 at the KRMG Battle Creek Putting Challenge. Pick up discount coupons at all Northeast Oklahoma Arby's locations. It's the South Central Golf Expo, February 4th through 6th at the John Q. Havens Arena at the UMAC, 66th and Mingo.
You need color to paint the town red, so get some. At the beach, the Tanning Superstore. Transform yourself from washed out to what a tan in just 60 seconds with our exclusive Mystic Tan. Or get the perfect bronze goddess glow from one of our 4 levels of tanning beds. With extended hours to serve you better. At the beach, the Tanning Superstore.
All right, here to perform Away to Us from their album Light of the Moon and making their TV debut, and we're thrilled. Give it up for the Pierces, everybody.
I've got to find a way to us. And now outside the driving rain, it keeps me in when I know I'm lost. Find a way to get through the pain. I've got to find a way to us. Well, I want you, and I want you to believe in me. My life is now or never. Well, I want you to hold your body close to me. I feel alive together. Well, your eyes, they tell of the deepest places, and I need a man that I can trust. So drink up now for the celebration of finding a way to us. Well, I want you, but I want you to believe in me. I've got to find a way to
Say cheese, Timmy.
Lace, get your smile on.
Please say cheese.
Cheese! Introducing new Lay's cheddar and sour cream potato chips.
Work it, Timmy. Yeah.
Lace, get your smile on.
Squeeze me, squeeze me, squeeze me. Never let me go until you squeeze
Open for a fresh idea? Stag Chili in the Smart Pack. Lift, squeeze, tear, and get set for chili so good, it's uncanny.
Squeeze me, squeeze.
You're wearing a bikini during your period?
Yeah, why not? How about cramps, bloating?
Yeah, aren't you tired?
No, I took Midol.
Midol relieves cramps plus bloating and fatigue. Tylenol and Advil can't do all that.
I'd kill for a brownie.
Oh yeah, she's menstrual.
This Valentine's Day, when you want to find her just the perfect gift, it helps to know the people who know diamonds. Zales 1-carat princess cut diamond heart pendant, just $2.99. Zales, the diamond store.
Tonight, I'm gonna do something just for me. I'm going to Live Links. It's the best place to meet local singles, and you can try it for free. You don't need to go out to have a good time. Just pick up your phone and call Live Links. There are so many fun and exciting singles on all the time. You can always connect live with someone local. Try Live Links for free and meet someone special right now.
Try Live Links free. 918-359-2222.
I want to thank all my guests tonight, Craig Bierko, Ken Burns, our house band, Warren Haynes and Friends, and the Pierces, and Josh. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Go to bed. Good night.
Enjoying NBC's late-night entertainment? Then you'll love MSNBC at the Movies and MSNBC Entertainment Hot List. Premieres this week on MSNBC.
Home cooking at its best. Delicious pies, fabulous entrees, and overall taste bud paradise. The Amish Kitchen, located on the bottom floor of the Tulsa Regional Medical Center downtown, is a hidden treasure of tastes, with everything made from scratch and cooked to perfection. Pies, desserts, bread, cinnamon rolls, hamburgers, sandwiches, barbecue, turkey and dressing. The Amish Kitchen serves incredibly mouth-watering breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. We're open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. in the Tulsa Regional Medical Center, just off Houston in downtown Tulsa.
Hey, do-it-yourselfers, have a project and need help? Now, look to the extremely helpful DIY Do-It-Yourself Network and DIYnetwork.com. We have great ideas and complete instructions on over 12,000 do-it-yourself projects.
Now that's a lot of help.
DIY and DIYnetwork.com. We're here when you need us.
DIY Network is available on Cox Digital Cable Channel 236. Call and upgrade today.
Ellen, weekdays at 3 on Channel 2.
They greet you. There's a great selection of cars. You pick something you want, and they do the work.
I wasn't certain that I was even going to get to lead with anything, and I just think the whole experience was great.
I felt like they were very honest here and trustworthy.
They didn't keep you here 8-10 hours, just a couple hours and I was gone.
They worked with me step by step. I mean, they got my story, they wanted to know what financial situation I was in, and they just worked with me.
They did a good job. They got it within my price range that I was looking at.
I couldn't believe it. I was ecstatic. It was amazing. Come to South Point. They're great. Great people. Go to South Point. They'll get you in a vehicle quick.
I've got exciting news for everyone who's having a hard time getting an auto loan because of financial hardship.